City Walk, and this is my first time being here in like probably over 20 years. So
No, I'm not even playing.
this is an outdoor shopping area. It's everything. Sephora, hot tub, theater. They hit that up later. The ticket isn't more than it will be at the Grove, City Walk. Since I got here so late, I kind of don't even. Oh shit, that's awesome! I've always wanted to do this. I totally gotta hit that up before I go. I wonder if it's a part in the park or if it has individual prices. That's awesome. Oh, Wetzel's Pretzels. I haven't seen Wetzel's Pretzels in forever. We have a shoe palace. The weekend is now big enough to have its own attraction at the theme park, which is crazy because I remember when it was very underground. And here is the entrance and the famous Universal Studios globe. This is what they were pointing me to, and then the famous park. I can't tell you how much I grew up seeing this globe. This way. And now I'm about to go through the security checkpoint. I could have walked all just from here to here. I went all the way
Welcome
over
to
there.
Universal Studios Hollywood. To assist with quickly entering the park, please put all belongings in the bins on the moving belt and proceed through the metal detector when directed by the security team. Only have cell phone and keys? Simply hold them above your head while walking through the metal detector. Don't forget to collect your items once you pass through the metal detector and enjoy your visit.
Alright, so now I'm inside the park. This is the globe, the infamous globe. Zoom in a little. Close-up shot of the globe. And since it's hot as hell, I'm gonna go through this mist. Oh, yes. It's a lot of water. I grew up seeing this. I swear, I grew up seeing that globe my whole life, so it's really cool to see it. All right, so here's the park entrance and the famous Universal entrance. I'm such a nerd. I'm excited.
As well as lockers if you have items you'd like to store. In addition, there are ATMs on the right-hand side of our ticket.
So I already have my pass. What is it? The ticket booth, annual pass. This is get an annual pass today. The weekend horror, guest entrance. I don't have the express thing. I think I have to go this way. And here's the me do a zoom out. That's the whole thing. I'm gonna take a selfie in front of this before I leave. Alright, so coming back. Here's the park entrance. It's hot as hell today, but it doesn't feel as horribly hot inside the park because there's a breeze. I swear, Universal is like nothing but stores. Nintendo World. What is Nintendo World? Oh, early 2023. Okay, it's not open yet. Trying to be responsible by keeping my mask on, especially since I am a little under the weather. Yeah, I haven't been to I'll put my headphones back in. I haven't been to a theme park since the pandemic started. Oh, there was a lot of people here. I don't really know how much I'm going to film. But... Oh, look, there goes Beetlejuice. See, they got rid of the Beetlejuice attraction, but they still got the character. Sideshow Slaughterhouse. That must be a horror night thing. I already got the annual. Oh, there we go to box office too. I already got an annual pass, so or season pass, so covered for that.
They're the best. I love them. Even though Roberts owes me $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Thanks, Jimmy. We got a few safety rules to go over. First rule number 1, if you need guest assistance or have a medical emergency, or if you drop something of value off the side of the tram or have any sound or video issues, reach up and grab the red E-cord that runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram, and I'll be back to assist you as soon as it's safe to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, please stay seated and keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. That's rule 2. Remember to use the red cord above your head if you need any assistance. The studio is private property, and if at any time during the tour you drop your phone or just can't wait to use the restroom, pull the cord and remain seated. Please, no smoking of any kind during the tour. That's rule number 3. Rule number 4, be prepared. Our tour today features loud noises, fire effects, sudden tram movements, and many water effects. You'll want to have your cameras out for great photo opportunities, but keep an eye on them so they don't get wet. Finally, for your safety and for the safety of those around you, again, please do not use selfie sticks while you're on board. Lots of expansion happening here at the studio. You'll see some of the expansion happening ahead of us as we arrive in our front lot, where we have, among other things, the majority of our 30-plus sound stages, like Stage 1, where Kelly Clarkson tapes her daytime talk show, The Kelly Clarkson Show. In the past, Kelly has been a coach on the reality series The Voice, which until just a little while ago was taping inside places like Stage 12 ahead of us here. Right now, Stage 12 is undergoing some of its own upgrades and refurbishments, so for now, the production of The Voice has been relocated to elsewhere on the lot. It was in there that all the following sequences were shot. Stage 12 was big enough to hold sets like the Visitor Center for Jurassic Park and downtown Newville for the live-action How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And while our studio is expanding, our theme park is growing as well. We're very excited to announce that Super Nintendo World will be opening in early 2023 here at Universal Studios Hollywood. You can find updates about Super Nintendo World on our website and social media accounts. You can see the land itself taking shape here to the right. Lots of activity happening here, lots of construction, and also our sound stages are getting a new look. Stage 12 has the earlier kind of 3-ton beige and brown look. The stages coming up on the left
They're sporting the new look. It's kind of a simpler white and black. We're also in the process of putting the numbers back on the stages. So take my word for it, the first 3 stages are in this order. Stages 11, 10, and 9. They're being used now for season 2 of the NBC series Grand Crew. And the last 2 stages on the left are, what else? Stages 8 and 7. They're being used now for season 2 of Bel Air. Bel Air is a fresh take on the classic Fresh Prince of Bel Air series. It features Jabari Banks, Adrian Holmes, and Cassandra Freeman, and currently you can stream season 1 of Bel Air on our NBC Universal streaming service Peacock. Season 2 is going to be coming soon. Bel Air is also filming today inside stage 14 coming up on the left. Stages 8, 7, and 14 were also recently used for season 2 of the Emmy and Golden Globe winning series Hacks, starring Jeannie Smart, who's an Emmy and Golden Globe winner herself. And Hacks is a Universal series which you can catch on HBO Max. So again, stage 14 to the left is being used now for season 2 of Bel Air.
Thou shalt rise again.
Oh, folks, what's with all the scary stuff? Well, Halloween's coming. We're very proud of at Universal here of our legacy of making classic monster movies like Frankenstein, originally played by Boris Karloff as the monster. A few years ago, we commissioned this local early screen artist, Tristan Eaton, to create a monster movie mural, which we're going to have a chance to see here in a few moments. So the mural's going to be coming into view in a few moments. Folks, look to the left. I'm seeing double. We got some cars that maybe look a few decades old, and they're duplicates. I think these are picture cars. They're going to be used for upcoming episodes of Quantum Leap. So to the right here, we got the mural. By the way, the Metro sets also appear in another streaming series. They appear in seasons 1 and 2 of the Peacock series Rutherford Falls with Ed Helms, Janice Meeting, and Firestarter's Michael Greyeyes. They'll also be appearing as Boston and some of the neighborhoods around Boston for episodes of the Ted series. Again, that's coming to Peacock, and the Ted series is going to feature Max Burkholder, Seth MacFarlane, also Scott Grimes. You may know Scott Grimes as Lieutenant Malloy on the Orville, another Seth MacFarlane series. He's the voice of the son on American Dad. He's teaming up with Seth again for the Ted series. Now live from New York, or New York Street, and almost live and on Thursday afternoon. Here's my co-host Jimmy Fallon.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there by an old woman, tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, I'm walking here. It's cool, guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
And New York City, I've seen some of these sets are being used for the NBC series American Auto. I can tell by some of the labels and some of the vans here. So, New York, that might be where Jimmy Fallon got his start. It's also where the Big Ape King Kong met his untimely end. In just a moment, we're going to be hearing from the writer, producer, director of our recent retelling of the classic King Kong story. And here he is, Academy Award winner and Beatles enthusiast Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up an adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island. The Universal tram is winding its way through a very rough, narrow trail in Skull Island, allowing the visitors a little sneak peek at some of the wildlife of Skull Island. In a sense, this is like a mini sequel, a mini continuation. We're just taking the Kong and Skull Island and the dinosaurs that we established in our feature film. And this is, another day, another incident on Skull Island, using the creatures and the character and personality of Kong as he appeared in the movie. Okay, glasses on, everybody. Back to Skull Island.
Wow.
Oh man, the bird!
Ladies and gentlemen, King Kong 360 3D.
Wow.
King Kong 360 3D, one of the world's largest and most intense 3D experiences. That epic battle was projected onto two of the world's largest digital 3D screens, standing over 40 feet tall and 180 feet long. And it utilizes some of the most advanced technology in filmmaking today, and the film was designed by Peter Jackson and the Oscar-winning team at Weta Digital, now sometimes known as Weta Effects, the same team who worked on the 2005 King Kong feature film. Everybody, hang on to the glasses. We're going to be using them one more time on the tour.
We don't need roads.
Some Back to the Future vehicles, Biff's car, and some 2015 vehicles from 1989's Back to the Future Part 2. Now it's all to the distant past with these Stone Age vehicles from the 1994 live-action Flintstones movie. Here's another car that doesn't need roads. The flying Luggle Ford Anglia from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Here's a Fast and Furious street racer. And when you think of the Flintstones, you might think dinosaurs. Here's some Jurassic vehicles like a gyrosphere from Jurassic World, directed by Colin Trevorrow. Here's the Crawdaddy speedboat from Jordan Peele's Us, and some military vehicles from the Transformers movie about the gyrosphere. In case you're wondering, the glass kind of hamster ball thing that surrounded the whole thing, in case you're wondering where it went, it never really existed to begin with. It was added digitally in post-production. As we filmed the gyrosphere scenes using a little more than what you saw sitting right back there. Before there were Jurassic World movies, there was, of course, Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park trilogy.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Coming up ahead are some props, picture cars, and other items that have been featured in some of Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park movies. Just ahead of us here on the right is a boat which was being attacked by the Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3, directed by Joe Johnston, with William H. Macy, Tay Leone, and Sam Neill. By the way, has anybody seen the Spinosaurus? We'll keep looking for the Spinosaurus. On the left, a Fleetwood RV mobile lab, last seen dangling off a towering cliff on a remote island. In a terrifying scene from The Lost World Jurassic Park. Actually, for this scene, The van was right here on the Universal front lot, dangling from a parking structure. A parking structure which was dressed to look like a towering cliff on a remote island. Look out, we're under attack by a pack of angry spitting Dilophosaurus or Dilophosauri. No sign of the Spinosaurus except up on the left. Here's the Spinosaurus. Also, we saw some big dinos there on Skull Island too, didn't we? In King Kong 360 3D. Those were digital virtual dinosaurs by the artists at Weta Effects. Universal agreed to enhance the experience with 4D effects like dinosaur spit. I'm going to let some of the creators do the talking here for a change. They're going to do some of the talking, or in some cases, the roaring.
With a project like the studio tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side.
Working on a movie, we always know where the people are looking. They're looking straight ahead. They're looking at the shot that we're working on.
Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions.
Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts because it's one giant shot. This tram that's driving along through Skull Island is where the camera's from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away. We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting them to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
So remember when I told you about how the world is just around the corner on the back lot? We're now traveling south of the border into Old Mexico. Wow. And I just remember there's a flash flood warning effect for Old Mexico. So everyone, grab your thunder buddy because we got some rain. This isn't too bad. I think we can handle this. Except, hey, wait a minute. Does anybody happen to hear a low rumbling sound off in the distance?
Oh no!
On the left, looks like a flash flood. It's heading straight for the tram. The rain is coming from a set of sprinklers above the tram. The flooding is the result of thousands of gallons of recycled water coming from tanks at the top of the hill. Here's the flooding effect in Big Fat Liar with Frankie Muniz, Amanda Bynes, and Paul Giamatti. We're crossing a border from Old Mexico into a western filming area known as 6 Points, which will be appearing in episodes of our new Quantum Leap and also appeared in the Sony Pictures production of Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, with Academy Award winners Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, and Cobb Vanth himself, Timothy Olyphant. Recently, a showdown took place here.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal line.
I hear this is where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot here.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff.
I have never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Well, maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
Well, we can hardly mention Universal Studios, though, and particularly Little Europe, without returning to the subject of those classic monster movies, the ones that were so inspiring to people like muralist Tristan Eaton. Movies like The Wolfman with Lon Chaney Jr. To the right, this is the Court of Miracles, where many of these creatures first appeared, or disappeared in the case of the Invisible Man, played by Claude Rains, or Claude Rains' voice. Aside from inspiring people like Tristan Eaton, these movies continue to inspire a new generation of filmmakers like Steven Spielberg, Brett Ratner, and also the first gentleman here, Stephen Sommers. In an episode of the series Bones with Emily Deschanel and David Moranis.
Very upset.
When I talked to him, the guy in his arms.
You guys with the FBI?
Yeah, we're here about the human remains.
That's it. Right over there.
You alright?
And well, that's where we're heading from time to time. Maybe not so little. Hang on, this could be the big one. On the left, look out! On the right, the pavement's breaking up. Everyone, please remain in your seats and stand by for. Uh-oh, on the right, water, lots of it. And that's Earthquake, the big one. Here's what the effect looked like in the bonus episode. Earthquake, the big one. A simulation of an 8.3 on the Richter scale. That's what's known as a mechanical effect in Hollywood, and it was certainly one of major magnitude. Now our tram is going to take us kind of past the New England town of Amity Island. Yes, from Jaws. However, they got a situation in Amity. The tide has gone out, leaving the boats kind of high and dry. Even the shark, he's turning into a land shark, so we're going to drive past Amity. Today we're not going to be driving on the pier. You might remember these Amity Island sets. They also became Cabot Cove, Maine, for the television series Murder, She Wrote, with Angela Lansbury as Jessica Fletcher, the daring author detective. Coming up on the left here is a side street known as Elm Street, which appeared in season 2 of Rutherford Falls on Peacock. It also appears in Never Have I Ever. Coming up on the right is a structure called the Chicken Ranch, another example of a practical set with a complete interior and exterior. It appeared in the movie musical Shout with John Travolta, an episode of the original Quantum Leap with Scott Bakula, and Beethoven's Fifth with the Big St. Bernard, and Dave Thomas of SCTV and Strange Brew. Our 2022 Quantum Leap has been filming to the left here on Colonial Street, which is also used for Never Have I Ever. That was Wisteria Lane from ABC's Desperate Housewives, and the place where Academy Award winner Tom Hanks lived in the 1989 film The Burbs. Christina Ricci was there filming part of the Casper movie. Nellie and Kelly Rowland shot Nellie's Dilemma music video there. I mentioned the Desperate Housewives. Tom Hulse and Stephen Furst shot a scene from Animal House on some of the sets. We are approximately 15 minutes from the end of the tour, and we'll be returning to the theme park shortly. Somewhere like the spectacular crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds.
Crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision of the studio.
Again, to sit down and talk about War of the World, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Listen to me.
Oh my God.
Close your eyes, okay? Stand close.
Robbie, get in.
get in.
Universal has been fortunate to work with generation-defining directors like Alfred Hitchcock and Steven Spielberg, and now we are thrilled to partner with Academy Award winner Jordan Peele. In just a moment, we'll be taking you to Jupiter's Claim, the actual sets from his new sci-fi thriller Nope, which stars Daniel Kaluuya, Keke Palmer, and Stephen Yeun. And with more on that, here's Keke Palmer, one of the stars of Nope.
What's up, Studio Tour? I'm Keke Palmer from Jordan Peele's film, Nope. What's a bad miracle? Well, you'll have to see our movie to answer that one. Until then, I hope you enjoy your visit to Jupiter's Claim.
Did you see a UFO in that cloud?
Yep.
I ain't never seen nothing like this.
No.
Folks, welcome to Jupiter's Claim. To tell you about the set, here's Mr. Jordan Peele.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Juke Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sheriff. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Well, I do. A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. Well, it's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of the UFO hotspot. What's a bad miracle? You're about to find out. Welcome to the planet of
I think we're going to take that advice and get out. Anyway, a little while back, we remember that Dodge Charger we saw? It turns out the owner of the Dodge Charger is Dominic Toretto, one of those fast and furious street racers. It turns out somebody on the tram is a witness from the Federal Protection Program being pursued by the international criminal mastermind Owen Shaw, who's going to be after us as well. We've been instructed, no, ordered by Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Services to hide out here in Sullivan Truck Repair, a known street racer party hangout. Everyone, please remain seated. Keep your arms and legs aside. Hang on to loose articles as well. Do not put the glasses on yet, but have them ready because a little later we'll be using those as protective eyewear. I'll let you know when to put them on. You know, it does sound like there's a party going on.
My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you from Shaw for a while.
What's that?
You have one job to do, Roman, one.
All right, look, guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
Is the room of requirement. From now we'll fly down to Quidditch pitch. Of course, we'll need a bit of magic. A spell I think for a world-class Quidditch player.
I'm learning how to leak spells, you see.
Well, we'll make it snow again.
Why does it always happen? Come on, keep moving.
You see your little jinx and counter.
She's barking, but she's brilliant. Someone's coming. Remember, the room of requirement.
I'm here at Hollywood and Highland in Hollywood, California. Actually, no, it's Los Angeles, California. So Hollywood, Highland, and I'm going back to Universal Studios a week after my birthday. Yay! This is the tour. Look at the Handmaid. This season of the Handmaid's Tale, this season of the Handmaid's Tale is lit. Alright. So the subway station is there. We're going to take one stop over to Universal Studios, and then we'll be in Universal Studios Hollywood. This freeway is moving tonight. Infamous Hollywood Highland. Hollywood and Highland Metro Rail. But now we are making our way to Universal Studios Hollywood. See the technology. See that technology. It's not stopping here when the train comes. So this will also be a short walk. It sounds like birds being murdered. Alright. And now I'm making my way to Universal Studios. Hollywood Heights. Here we go. Here, my 11. Officers on the train. There was just too much crazy stuff going on. They didn't want any green ninjas busting out. At Universal Studios now, Universal City. I have to make my way up to City Walk. I didn't get to film this last time I was here last week. back here at Universal Studios Hollywood. So let's take our little day trip to Universal. Oh, hold on. Now we take a trip through the Tour de France. Through Paris. French bistro. I must say that the decorations and the set designs at Universal Studio look really beautiful in natural sunlight. That's one of the things I noticed the last time I was here. Jardin de Paris. Oh, Moulin Rouge. Rudy Loaf. My French pronunciation is probably horrible. These are like all the French posters in my French textbook in grade school. Oh wow, she looked like Beyonce. Don't she look like Beyonce? And now this. Oh, they do have rides over here. See, I didn't even come into this section the last time I was here. So this is a little bit of the French Village continues over there, and I think it's like a little bit of Despicable Me stuff over here. In fact, I think this is all Despicable Me. Is this a real water park? These are water rides, which I will not be getting on because I didn't bring a swimsuit or anything like it. And then like kind of arcade games. And kind of like one of those like spin around kid rides like at Disneyland. I forget what that ride is called at Disneyland. What is it called? Tomorrowland? I forget what it's called at Disneyland, but it's like one of those rides. Come around the Moulin Rouge. I don't think it's open though. We'll come around this way. There we go, Beyonce again. No one wants to get wet today. It's not as hot as it was last week, I guess. So then we're gonna come around to the tour. But first, before I head to the tour, I want to get this nice view of the city. That's where the Mario stuff is going to be at. So that's under development. I think that's going to be open at the beginning of next year. Alright. So heading to the studio tour. Making our way back into Springfield.
You'll see an arch that says
So here we go. Simpsons, welcome to Springfield. So I didn't really get a chance to do a thorough tour of Springfield the last time I was here, so we're gonna do that now. So this is Krusty Studios. Krusty Studios, the Android's Dungeon and Baseball publisher. Lard Black Donuts, where they actually serve donuts. It's a restaurant. Phineas Q Butterfat's Ice Cream Parlor. So this is Springfield Ice Cream Parlor. There's a Springfield Donut Shop. With Costco. Luigi's Pizza and Pasta. Actual real pizza restaurant. Most of these Springfield restaurants are real and interactive, and yes, you can actually go get food, like this hot dog stand. And Krusty Burger, where I got some food the last time I was here. So Springfield Elementary. So I get a nice shot of Krusty Burger. And those are Krusty Burger This is Krusty Burger. And then the infamous Duff beer from The Simpsons. So you can get some beer. Wait, this is crazy. Excuse me. Dufftoberfest. So, oh, and there goes the B character. The Latino B character from The Simpsons. And then it's a music store. I don't know if that's a real music store or not. Oh, but look up there. Springfield Penitentiary. But this is one of the most impressive things that I saw. And then, of course, there goes the power plant. When you walk past it, it shakes. But here's Moe's Bar. So you don't go to the Duff place, you can always go to, excuse me guys, sorry. You can always go to the infamous Moe's Bar. I'm trying to get it out of the sun. Here we go. Still sunny. So we're gonna enter into Moe's Bar in Springfield. And as you can see, it's the actual bar. And remember this guy? And then if you walk to Moe's Bar into Krusty Burger. So this is Krusty Burger, it's a real restaurant. They really sell burgers and fast food stuff. So this is Moe's Bar.
Should we look at
Come back and take a picture. There go Krusty Land with the arcade stuff. The Springfield Nuclear Power Plant. You see these barrels outside. Let's take a closer look at the power plant. The Simpsons ride, which I'm gonna make my way to later. This is Springfield. And then the infamous Quickie Mart. There goes Quickie Mart. There goes Homer. Homer is hanging outside the Quickie Mart. is a movie theater. Remember that? They're cheating scratching, or they're cheating scratching movies playing at the Aztec. And this is pretty much Springfield, that's it. I mean, there's a little bit more over there in the arcade area, but this is Springfield. Recognize this guy? Yeah, Millhouse. Yeah, he's just hanging around. Sorry. There's a Springfield police station. And a few more attractions in Springfield I want to get before I go on to the right. Oh, you know that guy. The Springfield resident criminal. These two guys. And Studio Disco. Or Stu's Disco. The character Stu, Disco Stu. And then the Springfield Department of Motor Vehicles. So that is Springfield, USA. In a quickie cart in front of Stu's Disco. And this is Springfield, that's Springfield, yeah. That is Springfield, USA. And that is the end of my Springfield tour. I'll come back. Making my way down to the studio tour. I already filmed a lot of the studio tour from last week, so I don't need to really film a lot this time around. Universal Studio Tour, won the lot at Universal Studios, Hollywood. Alright, so this is Land and The Simpsons ride. It's a long, long way.
No flash time.
Itchy and scratchy. So I guess these are posters for like The Simpsons. It's got their own long
To the little conference hall, the family that will see my show is the one who hollers, go! Fine, you're in. Come with me. Oh, and you can pick one other group to come with you.
How about these guys?
Sure, whatever. They look clean. You guys come with me. You stay here and wait for someone to tell you to do something. Well, Maggie, looks like I'll be taken care of.
Wow, we're the first people to ever ride this baby. We're like that space guy who took that food thing.
Neil Armstrong?
No, Chewbacca.
Now enjoy the Ferris wheel. Or whatever this is. What do you want?
What is best served cold? Is it ice cream? No, it's done. Vacation. And you kill me on a work day, Simpsons. Isn't that right? I waited in line an hour for this thing and I'm driving. So hop in. Now the last thing you'll ever see. A legally required safety.
Here are some brief guidelines to ensure a safe and pleasant experience. When the doors open, move immediately into the vehicle boarding station. Walk, don't run. Proceed to the left and right side of the vehicle. We ask that you place all large or fragile items, including cameras and video recorders, against the wall outside the vehicle, and hold on to all loose articles. Take your seats in an orderly fashion, and please watch your head as you enter the vehicle. If you have difficulty dealing with small spaces, make the crusty crew member aware of this before entering the vehicle. Once you are seated, please pull down on the lap bar. Please remain seated and face forward while the vehicle is in motion. Keep your arms and legs clear of the closing doors and inside the vehicle at all times. No still or motion picture photography of any kind is allowed. Thanks for your attention. Enjoy the ride.
Hey, Hannes, after this one, let's hold for just a second, all right? Hey, up on me. All right, did we get it? Great job. Right that way. Look at the scene. No pack out here right now. She's by herself. This is another one of the purposes of today's training. Try to get her comfortable when she is out here alone. Hey. Hey.
The wonderful world of Wizardry. This is basically Harry Potter town. This is the Harry Potter part of Universal. Love how the telephoto lens let me pull out in tight spaces. And this, I don't know what's going on. Basically, just turned this whole part of the park into, you know, a Harry Potter world. I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, so I don't know, you know, all of the terminology.